So the elephant in the room is what is, as every thought, every idea, every sensation, every wondering, every curiosity. What is the absolute shared commonality which cradles every apparent difference. And as what is, there is other, there is me, and there are things. And the elephant is as what is, silently, ferociously being everything. That's apparently what we're sort of talking about. This izziness, sitting on a chair, breathing, feeling sensations in the body, feeling apart from what is, feeling like what is something to know, to understand, to get. What is includes absolutely everything. You can't do what is wrong. You can't do it right. There is just what is. And yeah, and that's what we're talking about, apparently. And as what is, there's this absolute feeling apartness from it, and perhaps wanting to get to know it or whatever. So there might be questions, and let's just see what happens. Unmute if you have a question. If you don't have a question, that's whatever. So let's see what happens. There's a question here, a comment. In the meeting with Tim a while ago, there was talking about depression and in the meeting with Tim a while ago, there was a talking about depression and sadness. Maybe you could talk about the heaviness that some seekers feel at times. The bag of rocks. Well, it really depends, but it does seem like the person is actually the bag of rocks that they carry around everywhere. And even seeking seems like it's a bag of rocks which needs to be demonstrated how much seeking has been done. In a way, you could say the heaviness is, especially in these sorts of scenarios, but trying to get something out of nothing can end up being a bit devastating, because it's this kind of movement to try and get, and the seeking almost is exposed for being just seeking, not seeking anything and nothing on offer. But so it can be exposed for just that really there's just seeking, nobody's doing it. And then in terms of the heaviness, and it really just depends. There's so many different versions of what can be described. Yeah. Really depends, but it does seem to be that, but it's not there's not a rite of passage. Sometimes it can be like, and there's almost there's nobody can do anything about anything, but almost depression is better than nothing. But nobody can do anything about depression or sorrow or sadness or grief or whatever appears to be being described, that would be what is. What is that as that then. So, so nothing is denied. Yeah, includes absolutely everything. Full on sadness, but doesn't need to be apparently seeking. There doesn't need to be a person for there to be sorrow appearing or grief or whatever. How could you do it? How could you do depression or do sorrow? It's just what appears to be happening. Feeling like I may pass out, awesome empty. I love this and can clearly see right now that there's no meeting happening. Nothing's happening. Full to the brim with whatever is being described and appearing. So it includes everything. Yeah. Even the shit. Even the depression. What? I don't want the depression part. I don't want the sorrow. I want, of course, that would be wanted. But you can't have depression or sorrow, and you can't have joy or whatever, happiness or whatever can be appear to be being described. It can just be how it is. There's just what is. There's just what's appearing to happen. There's no antidote or escape or whatever from this. There'd have to be someone. This is full, utterly thick. What is a thick and full to the brim with whatever appears to be being. And that includes everything, every sense, every but, every question, every thought, every image sought, everything. I think there can be an idea, but and maybe it comes from the spiritual circles, or maybe it comes from John of the the Dark Night of the Soul, and all these images that there needs to be. It's like, Lord, look, have I suffered enough? Sir, who's the authority here on nothing? Who's the authority on what's appearing to happen? On what is? Who's the authority on what is? There's no authority on what is. None. Including saying and the hearing of there's no authority. It doesn't mean anything. So anything and everything can appear to happen. And it's always the case. It's always over. It never began. There's no maybe the next meeting, maybe the next book, maybe the next whatever. And it's holding on, apparently, for dear life. There's no holding on. There's no one holding on. There's just holding on. There's no one doing anything. Unbelievable. Funny, there's a billion books about how to not be depressed and how to. There's no books on how to be depressed. That's awful. But that the point, I suppose, is that you could read a billion, trillion, gazillion books, and you could never learn how to seek, to think, to feel, to sense, to whatever is being felt and described. You couldn't, but it can be what's happening. So what is utterly floods already absolutely everything, floods as senses, as thoughts, as what's appearing to happen, as hearing. And it's not known, it's already, it's not to do with, this just appears like a description, but it's already over, it's already the case, there's just what is.
So Frank.
Yeah.
Hiya. So here there's sitting on a sofa looking at a screen, and the elephant that is the sofa and the sitting and the screen is looking around going, gosh, wouldn't it be nice to see this elephant that all these meetings are about? And it's, you couldn't make it up. Like, it's just ridiculous.
No, you couldn't write it. The only show in town.
Yeah.
No one's watching. Mad. No one playing a role and no one's watching. It's a tragedy and a comedy. And it's
That
everything.
laughing, crying emoji is kind of sums it up.
It's everything. Does everything. Any possible what is and what is not. Absolutely everything.
I noticed too how the person here projects that onto you, and there's no you.
There's
And
no
I know,
you.
yeah, but
There's no you though.
yeah, yeah. Never has been, never will, but couldn't make one.
Would be very, very heavy. Holding the whole thing. If there was.
It is.
Say that again.
It is heavy.
No one's carrying it. Just heaviness. Or whatever is being described and felt.
Hi, Frank.
Hiya.
Hiya. Can you hear me?
I can, yeah.
So I just wondered, do things still feel personal to you? Like, you know.
No. But getting really angry with someone, that would be just what's happening. Everything just happens, just, but it's not personal, but then like everything is just what it appears to be already. So somebody starts saying you're a total dickhead or whatever, it might be a reaction to that. You know what I mean? Or it's just that, personal is a story, impersonal is a story, everything is a story. But so, can offense be taken? Sure, absolutely. That's really shit that there, what you did there. Okay. Yeah. No, so I don't know. Everything is just, it's neither personal or impersonal. There isn't a personal. So
I can feel like sometimes like somebody, like a separate person has done something to you, like on like purposely. like, I don't know, yeah, but that's, I guess, just, I don't know.
But you see, there's just what is, right? There's what's appearing to happen. And so in that, everything is possible. It's just, there is no one doing anything. So there's no, and the stickiness maybe, of holding things close, holding on, they just flood the senses, whatever it is, then whatever can be described, it's fully as that, fully fucked off, fully starving, eating, fully everything. So it's the exact same. It's just all the stories seem to be about personal, impersonal, or whatever, and they're, yeah. But like personal, it's a story. You have to tell a story about that. And maybe it's more, it's me and I feel really upset about that. Maybe that'll happen. But you can't do feeling upset. It's just upsetness, frustration, happiness, hunger, nothingness, sounds, hearing, question, response, sounds, everything already, just everything. This is just, it's so utterly full. There's no room for you in this. That can, so what is can be fully felt as whatever, but it's still what is. It can be described and a story can be told about being in there and feeling a certain way and all that. It's also, it's just full. That's what is. You're talking exactly the same. Exactly, painstakingly the same. So how could you do getting offended? I'm going to not doing offended now. Such and such said, my book is just pure shit and I should I should burn it. I go, right. Yeah, they're right, I should fucking burn it. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like who can do anything? Yeah, it's all an idea that life, that you'd be once removed, that you'd be totally calm, totally serene, and always jolly. Always jolly. Would you fuck off? Oh, it's everything. Everything. Full on life. Full on edgy, whatever. And the elephant is that, it's what is. That's the elephant. It doesn't seem to give a flying fuck because it includes everything. It's full on as everything. And so then all the thoughts about how it could be, should be, would be, that's what is. That's okay. Should be like this, right? Okay. Everything. As everything. Ah, thanks a million, Frank. Thanks for fucking nothing. There, I swearing again. Being apparently a swear a jar and a swear jar. Anyway. It's all images, isn't it? Like, it's just images of what it should be, how it could be. Not can't be just this can't be just that. Can't be clicking, can't be hearing, can't be. And yet what is floods fully as it can't be this. Imagine. That would be what is.
Thank you.